Hi, this is Dr. Bharadwaz. I'm CEO and Homeopathy Doctor at Fidicus Homeopathy. Today we will know about one of the important topics. This is a question to all the parents of autism kids and also the people who are going to become the parents of a kid. When did actually the autism started? Is it when the baby is born, right? From that moment is the autism going to start, or is it when the baby is in the womb the autism is going to start, or is it well before, even before the conception, even before the egg and sperm are formed? Even at that stage, are there any things that can cause autism in the kids? Okay, we will discuss deeply into it. At what stage of the life of a baby this autism is going to start, so that you will come to know from which stage you have to be careful. You can take some precautions so that the kids will not land into autism. At what stage the planning of a baby should be started, so that you have a healthy baby, autism free baby. Now let's go to the screen and look into it deeply. Now we will look into at what stage of the life the autism is going to start in your kid. You can see here there are 5 stages in your life or in your baby's life. The baby can start having autism. So what is adult? Adult means it is not about your baby, it is about the parents. Even when the parents are adult, there is no conception, there is no formation of egg and sperm still, or there is no mixing of egg and sperm. Even at that stage, father and mother of the baby can predispose their baby to have autism. Next one is periconceptional. Periconceptional means 3 types. One is just before forming the zygote, that is mixing of egg and sperm. At the time of mixing of egg and sperm, just immediately after the mixing or the fusion of egg and sperm, that period of a life is known as periconception. Even from that stage the autism can develop. Next one is intrauterine, when the baby is in the womb. Okay, when the baby is growing in the womb, even that stage autism can be started. And the next one is perinatal. Perinatal means just before birth, during birth, and immediately after birth. Even at that stage, it is very crucial stage. Even at that stage autism can start. And also developmental. Developmental means after the baby is born, if she or he started to grow, even at that stage the autism can start. So these are all the 5 stages. At any point in these stages, autism can start in your baby, or you are predisposed to produce an autistic baby. So we will now deeply look into each one. How an adult, what happens to the adult, periconceptual or intrauterine or perinatal or developmental. So we will look into each stage of the life and we will discuss how autism baby can be born at this stage. We'll know it deeply. First one is adult stage. Maybe you are still dating, or the egg and sperm is not formed, or you are an young adult enjoying your life. Even at that stage you can predispose your baby to autism. How? We will look into it. See, our body is made up of 2 types of cells. One is germ cells and one is primordial germ cells. Germ cells means our body is formed, entire our head, neck, all the systems, everything is formed. These are from 3 different layers. One is ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. With all these layers, this is about embryology. Embryology means growth of intrauterine growth of a baby when you are adult. So your body is formed by these 3 layers. But how your sperm and egg are formed? Sperm and egg are formed from a specialized layer of cells known as primordial germ cells. So you can see the body. This is a female body. This is a male body. Entire body, even the testes and everything, is made up of endoderm, ectoderm, or mesoderm, that is germ cells. But especially where your sperms are produced or the egg is produced, you can see here in the testis sperms are produced, in the ovaries egg is produced. Ovary contains a special layer known as primordial germ cells. Okay, and even in the testis there is primordial germ cells. Because of your habits like smoking, alcohol, or drugs, or the medication you are taking, or the toxins you are taking, or the stress you are taking, these primordial germ cells get damaged even in males and females, and they produce faulty sperm and egg. When the baby is formed because of that faulty egg and sperm, the baby can be predisposed to having autism. So you have to remember, first thing, even before your marriage, you are still dating, or not even you are dating, you are grinding on your career. Even at that stage, because of all this, you can predispose your baby to have autism. This is the first one. Well before, even you don't have the idea to get married or produce babies, even at that stage, if you have faulty lifestyle or all these things in your life which I have said, it can predispose the baby to having autistic child. Next stage is periconception. Periconceptional means, conception means fusing of egg and sperm. Just before fusing of egg and sperm, or at the time of fusing of egg and sperm, or just immediately after fusing egg and sperm, any changes in the body can lead to autistic child. So what are the common causes here? You are not able to produce babies naturally, you go to IVF or IUI. All these things, or all the chemicals or the medicines which are given at the time, can predispose the baby to have autism. Not only that, if you are smoking, if you are alcoholic, or if you are taking any drugs, or if you are under stress at this point in time, even these changes can lead to autism in the child. It means just before conception, just before fertilization of egg and sperm, at the time of fertilization of egg and sperm, just immediately after the fertilization of egg and sperm. So any changes, any stress or any insults, these type of insults can lead to autistic child. That's the reason you have to be very careful, even before conception, at the time of conception, even after the conception. These are all the things you have to remember as a parent. Next one is intrauterine. When the baby is growing in the womb, right? First trimester, first 3 months of pregnancy, second trimester, second 3 months of pregnancy, it means 3 to 6 months. Third trimester, it means 6 months to 9 months. This is called intrauterine stage. Even at this stage, if you are not taking care of your health, you can have a autistic baby. What are all the common things that can occur at this stage? So you will be using a lot of medicines if you are under stress, or if you are having any diseases like metabolic disorders like diabetes or obesity or preeclampsia, any other things like viral infections, bacterial infections, fungal infections, or autoimmune disorders. So any food toxicity, all these things can lead to a autistic baby. That's the reason intrauterine stage of the baby is very important, and the mother and the environment around the mother needs to be healthy to have a healthy child free of autism. Next one is perinatal. Perinatal includes prenatal or antenatal, intranatal or postnatal. All this includes just before the birth of the baby, what is the condition of the mother, or during the birth of the baby, what is the condition of the mother, immediately after the birth of the baby, what are the all the conditions. You can look prenatal. There are a lot of risk factors that can produce autism here. Normally it includes medicines, the medicines you are taking for pregnancy or during the birth of the baby, or you will go to LSCS, right? Cesarean section. There are a lot of medicines used, including anesthesia. Even those can cause autism in the baby. And also the scans you are taking at that point in time, or when the baby is under forceps delivery, there will be damage to the brain. Or if the baby is not crying immediately after the birth, it means there is no birth cry, there will be hypoxia. Normally at this stage, sometimes what happens is due to some mechanical obstruction or some of the problems, so there will be less blood flow to the brain of the baby. Even all those causes can lead to autism. The time of birth, just before the time of birth, or during the birth, or immediately after the birth, even that is very important. Even at that stage, any insults to the baby's brain or baby's nervous system can lead to autism. Next one is developmental. Developmental means there are many stages of the baby. Baby from day 0 to day 1 is known as neonate. After day 1 to 1 year is known as infant. 1 year to 3 years is known as toddler, and also after 3 years to 5 years is known as early childhood. All these stages, whatever you are doing to the baby, if the baby is under stress, you and your wife are fighting, it can lead to stress in the baby. Or the medicines you are using, the vaccines you are giving, or the tests you are doing on the baby, the food you are giving to the baby, there are many factors that can lead to autism. That's the reason you have to understand here clearly, there are a lot of stages in the life that can predispose the baby to autism. As a parent, you have to understand it and behave accordingly. If your child is autistic, or if you have the doubt that your child might be autistic, Fidicus Homeopathy is the best place for you, because you can prevent the disease. It means when you start taking homeopathic medicine, the symptoms progress will stop. Sometimes it may completely cure the autism as well, but it is in rare cases. But in most of the cases, your baby can be relieved from autistic symptoms. So your baby's symptoms can be improved, and your baby can be independently live. And there are a lot of advantages of using homeopathy. First one is homeopathy is safe. There is no even single side effect when using homeopathy. It is very effective than compared to any other system of medicine. You take Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, Allopathy, or English medicine or Western medicine. Homeopathy offers you the better treatment and also timely. You can see the improvement of symptoms so quickly. And coming to the spectrum, why homeopathy is important? You know that autism spectrum disorder, autism spectrum, the word spectrum is very important. Spectrum means it is not one symptom, there are some thousands of symptoms, it is a spectrum. And also causes for autism, there are thousands of causes. The pathology in the autism, it is not one pathology or one type of change in the brain, there are several types of change in the brain. So each kid will have different changes in the brain, so that the medicine given to him should also be a spectrum. Homeopathy offers you around 5,000 to 5 lakhs medicines. From that, one or two medicine is chosen for your kid and it is given to the kid. It is a spectrum of medicines you have in homeopathy, depending on the cause, depending on the symptoms, depending on the pathology. So it is a spectrum of medicines. That's the reason among these medicines, it will be given one or two medicines. For example, if I get 10 autism kids, 10 different kids will get 10 different homeopathic medicine. So such is the variety of medicines we can give for autism. That's the reason in autism you have good chance for your child to improve. Fidicus Homeopathy offers two types of consultation. One is online and in person. Online means you can have a video call or audio call with the doctors and you can share your reports or the whatever the investigations or assessment done from your side or from your psychologist or psychiatrist. Will look deeply into it. We will send the medicines to you at your doorsteps. So if you are in India, it will take 3 working days. If it is in US, it will take 4 working days. If it is any other country, it will take 5 working days. So any other reports are needed, we will guide you. You can do them locally and send it to us. Or else we have multiple branches. Inquire about the nearest branch and you can take the treatment at Fidicus Homeopathy. How can you contact us? This is our call or WhatsApp number. +91 is the country code for India. 7997 101 303, and you can reach us on the website www.fidicus.com. What you are going to get at Fidicus Homeopathy? At Fidicus Homeopathy, the doctors are passionate, qualified, knowledgeable, experienced, competent, and compassionate. These are all the characters of the doctor you are going to get. And the treatment is of very high quality and we use best in segment medicines. What I mean by best in segment medicines is there are different types of medicines we are going to give. For example, they can be a dilution, they can be a mother tincture, so they can be a tablet. Whoever is the best manufacturer or best pharma company in that particular category, we are going to get the medicines and give it to you. Next one is infrastructure. We have the latest technology in the Fidicus Homeopathy, and Fidicus Homeopathy is the only homeopathic hospital that is going to use artificial intelligence to treat the patients and to give the better results. There are many homeopathic hospitals, right? There are many individual doctors or corporate hospitals. What is the importance of Fidicus Homeopathy? At Fidicus Homeopathy, you have the highest chance of health, you have the highest success rate for autism, and the treatment for autism is transparent. We will give all the black and white details to you and you can decide whether to take the treatment or not. And we have the exceptional personal care with our doctors and with our staff. Because of all this, consider Fidicus Homeopathy. Fidicus Homeopathy is the best for your kid. Yeah, now you would have clearly understood what causes autism, at what stage of your life you should be careful so that the autism will not be a part of your child's life. If you still have any questions, you can contact me. Thank you.